Welcome back to Linda's Pantry, guys. Today's dessert day. It's really close to the holiday and I want to make a dessert, so it just makes the holiday feel more decadent and delicious all the way around. And so I'm going to make an apple spiced cake in my bundt pan that I can use in the microwave, and I'm going to make a fabulous frosting for you, as well as it's going to have a filling in there. And so if this inspires you, and I hope it does, to stay with me, go down in that about section below, check out my Facebook page as well as my Wild Tree website, where you can shop for all natural preservative-free products for your pantry. All right, guys, let's go do a delicious dessert recipe, because it's been a while and my husband's hankering, and so's the rest of the family. So let's go make this beautiful. All right, so in my mixing bowl I have a spice cake mix, and I'm going to add, it calls for 3 eggs, 1/3 of a cup of oil, and I'm going to use coconut oil in here because it's a healthy oil. You can cook at high temperatures. It's very, very healthy for you. It does not turn to fat in your liver, and it's just an amazing oil to use. Now you could use grapeseed oil, vegetable oil if you'd like. I try to stay away from really processed oils. So it calls for a cup of water, but I'm going to replace the water with buttermilk. I did this on the last cake you guys saw, and it really tasted fabulous. So, a cup of buttermilk, and we've got 3 eggs, and I crack them in a bowl. You guys have all seen this trick. So just in case there's any shells, they don't go right into my cake mix and ruin the whole thing. I'm going to put my mixer down and just put it on 1 and let it combine that really well, and then we're going to put it in the pan. I'll show you. Okay, so I've got my cake in my bundt pan, and this is a stoneware bundt pan. In this bag I have about 1.5 cups, maybe 1.25 cups of apple pie filling, and this is got flavoring and spices in it, and it's all ready to go. So we're going to put this in the center, and it's going to sink down into the center of that and just be delicious. Now I've tried to break up, you don't want the corner of your bag to go in there. I've tried to break up the apple pieces small enough that they'll go through this, and you're just going to put a nice big circle of apple pie filling. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look good? I've got a piece here that is not cooperating. It's a pretty good piece of apple. You just don't want the apple filling to touch the sides necessarily of your bundt pan. And there you go. I think that's pretty good right there. Now, here's the spot over here. It looks a little bit sparse. Now this is going to go in my microwave on high, and I'm not sure the wattage of my microwave, but 12 minutes is how long I keep it in there. You could play with this, do more or less depending on your microwave, and I'll bring you back and let you see how it looks when it comes out of the microwave. Look how pretty this came out. It's already pulling away from the sides. It's still very hot. The filling just kind of sank into the center there. I'm super excited to see this come out. You guys, let's go make our frosting. I'm going to make a cream cheese based frosting, but I definitely want you to come along for this because it's going to add a delicious cinnamon twist. I have a 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and I'm going to put a 1/2 cup or a stick of butter in here. And there's probably going to be a little leftover frosting, but I can always use it for something. This is my husband's favorite. Apple pie is his favorite. And so I know this is going to be one of his favorite cakes. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of that apple pie filling. And I have a caramel. We'll probably, let's put, we'll say 1/3 of a cup. Sorry about that noise. of the apple pie filling, okay? A teaspoon of really good vanilla. I don't think you can skimp on that. You need good vanilla. You could put vanilla bean in here as well if you wanted to. And then I've got some cinnamon here. I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon of cinnamon. And then we're just going to start mixing, and we'll get ready to add our cream or our confectioner sugar here in a minute. Lock her down and just put it on stir so you don't get cinnamon all over your kitchen. And cinnamon's one of those spices that goes a very, very long way, so you don't want to go too heavy on it. You will probably have to scrape the sides of this down before it's all
Okay,
said
I've
and
got
done.
it all creamed, but I just took a little taste and it needed more cinnamon, so I've got another full half a tablespoon. Go ahead and get that incorporated in.
And you're ready to add your powdered sugar. Someday I'd like to have a big mixer. So you're going to add about a third and a third and a third, very slowly, so you don't get powdered sugar all over your kitchen. You're going to add that. And I may have to add a little bit of heavy cream. In fact, I probably will. But we'll get this when we get it all mixed up. I'll bring you back and I'll show you how we ice this cake. Alright, so I've got a Christmas charger down here and a piece of parchment paper over that. And I'm going to turn the cake out over onto that. And again, look how pretty that is. It's pulled away from the sides, but it really hasn't, I don't see it pulling away from the center. And all I did was spray this with non-stick spray. So how I like to do it, makes it easier on me, is turn the charger and everything over, flip it, and let gravity be your friend. And hopefully we're friends. And no, we're not friends. There we go. Gravity! Yay! See, it's stuck right there on the center. That's okay, we can fix that. We can tuck some cake right back in there and no one will ever know. And this is still really hot, but this cleans up really easily. What a cute little cake. All right, so now I've got my cake. It's all frosted all the way around. And you can see it's nothing fancy. I'm gonna go ahead in this pie filling that I've got left, I'm gonna decorate. So everybody knows what to expect. I'm going to put pieces of apple slice right across every so often. And come over here, kind of push that down. And these apple slices have that caramel filling or flavoring on it. I've got some. This is like a crystallized sugar, but it's glittery. It's not the real fine glitter that you can get online. But it'll definitely add a little bit of texture to the frosting as well as a little bit of shimmer on the top of this cake. And there's my apple spice cake. And there you go. I think that looks pretty festive. Little dust of cinnamon. Be careful. Don't get too much cinnamon on here. Just a little bit. Just to show how festive this cake is. Right? Delicious. It's very pretty. I am excited. Now, once this frosting sets, I'll be able to cut this paper. And I'll cut it pretty close. I'm going to leave myself a little bit of room here. But that way the pretty charger will show and everybody can see how pretty that is. Nice. All right, so I'm going to continue to do this and I'll take some pictures and I hope this inspires you. Try making
making your own cake. This took 12 minutes in the microwave, and it's going to be delicious. It's festive, and it's so full of love, and I know my family's absolutely going to enjoy it. Some ice cream, and we're going to have some apple cake. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. As always, God bless.